Mason, welcome to Australian Musician.
Thanks for having me. Yeah.
We're at the Melbourne Guitar Show. You're about to do your show. Paul Mason plays Jeff Beck.
Yeah.
How long have you been doing this show now?
I sort of started doing it like after COVID. Just when the whole COVID thing happened, I was kind of percolating the idea throughout the COVID thing. And I thought, it's a little bit like, I don't want to be like a copycat or something, but I've always just like been a nut for how he plays and who he is, and what he kind of means to the zeitgeist of what it is to be a lead guitar player. Like he kind of wrote the book on it, in my opinion, And so I just basically, once the COVID thing happened, I just started doing these concerts of a bunch of his music, and I'd always played some of his stuff in my other gigs and everything. And and then so I was doing tribute concerts of his music, sort of about a year and a half, and then he died, which is obviously really sad and a huge loss for everyone. And so I'd sort of already had the vehicle in place for that, so we did my tribute to Jeff Beck became the evening in honour of the great Jeff Beck, obviously, because it's about now especially, it's about the legacy of what he sort of represents to the instrument, So yeah, probably a bit of a long-winded answer, but yeah, probably about 3 or 4 years I've been doing.
So how far down the rabbit hole have you gone gear-wise? Like, does your guitar have all the specs and?
Well, I just had this specially made recently. Like, I've got 2 white Jeff Beck style Strats, and this is the newest one that I've had made. And so there's a lot of lore around, obviously his equipment, but particularly the pickups that he used. And the pickups that are in this were specially wound by an Australian guy called Mick Briley. And basically, we tried to just get as close to, in his mind, in Mick's mind, what Jeff was using. And the pickups in Jeff's 2 main Strats that he used throughout the last 25 years of when he was, playing a lot of Stratocaster stuff. There's a lot of lore around those pickups because there's only 2 sets of them on the planet, and they were made specially by John Suhr, and they're basically humbuckers. I think they actually are stacked humbuckers, like they're actually not single coils. So these are single coils, but they've been overwound with really dark bronze wire, and they're very dark sounding, and the back pickup particularly is really overwound, so it's very hot and very dark sounding. So we got pretty close, and another thing is Jeff always used these Wilkinson roller nuts, right? But the ones that he always had on his Strats, they don't make anymore. So my friend and amazing luthier in Sydney, Franco Nastasi, I picked the neck out, and then he kind of modified the neck, and he had one of these lying around, which he also modified because the Wilkinson roller nuts that Jeff used has this little kind of ramp on it, which is kind of weird. But my other Strat has a normal nut, and having played both of them, the tuning on stability on this, it's about 15% better. Like, it actually does sort of make a difference, and it looks cool because there's a big chunk of metal there. I just reckon it looks great.
So tell me about the amazing musicians you've got playing with you today.
Oh yeah, so just over here to my left is Mike Pensini, who's playing the keyboards. We've been mates for ages. He used to live in Sydney as well, and he's just an absolute shredder. And he's been doing, what did you say you were doing recently?
Terminator tour.
Oh yeah, he's MDing the Terminator. He's MD'd for Tina Arena and all kinds of different artists and stuff. Jerry Pantasis on the drums, who's again another pro working guy that's played for lots of different people. Tim Koenig, who used to play with Ross Wilson, I believe, and is out with Lockie Dolly at the moment. And obviously Brett Garsed, who we call him aptly named Lord Garshed, John Farnham's main sideman guitar wizard for 20, 30 years, whatever it is, and we all kind of grew up watching him play, and yeah, we just I got in touch with him because I just thought it'd be really cool to hear him play some of this Jeff stuff, and obviously he makes absolute mincemeat out of it. So yeah, that's the band. Did I tell it? Yeah, that's everyone, right? Gar said Mike Pensini, Jerry Pentassis and Tim Koenig, the whole band, yeah.
So I imagine you would have seen Jeff Beck play at some point?
I did see him at the Opera House once, yeah. It was after the Vinnie and Tal band. I unfortunately didn't get to see that band live, and for me, for my money, I think that was a really good lineup of his that he had, you know.
Apart from Jeff Beck stuff, what else is going on for Paul Mason?
Yeah, I'm like a solo artist as well, so I have some music out and I've recorded some more stuff. Just yesterday I was playing sort of just my own solo thing. I was doing like a blues festival yesterday, so yeah, like I'm just trying to do more stuff, and I play a lot around Sydney. I just do a lot of sort of working musicians, working kind of guy stuff, you know, which I'm sort of pretty fortunate to do. Make some kind of a living out of playing the guitar, which is kind of unheard of in today's day and age, you know. But yeah, like I'm going to probably put an album out soon and a couple more singles, and then yeah, just keep playing as a sideman as well, because I enjoy doing that in a few different bands and things. So yeah.
Paul Mason, thanks for joining us.
Thanks so much. Thanks for having us. I hope you enjoy the gig, and yeah, it's been a great day. Thanks heaps.